Spring is in the air, which means so many people struggle from seasonal allergies. So I was no stranger to that. I grew up in a small, windy town in Saskatchewan, surrounded by farmers' fields, and when spring hit, there was pollen and dust and everything, and I suffered immensely from seasonal allergies. I would have to be prescribed medicated nasal sprays. I was on over-the-counter antihistamines every single day. I had to use asthma inhalers and puffers just so I could breathe properly. Even with taking all of those medications, my eyes were still swollen and puffy and itchy, and they felt like sandpaper was in them. And I just really suffered in the springtime, and then also during harvest season, and it was a horrible experience. The medications made me drowsy and feel funny, and it was not a fun experience to have. But in hindsight, I'm glad I had it because it pushed me to discover these holistic methods that I'm going to share with you that completely eradicated my seasonal allergies. I have not suffered from them since I started implementing these into my life, and I'm going to share the 6 methods with you today. They're all super simple, easy, affordable, and you can get them wherever you live. So I'm really excited to share these tips because it will change your life. So allergies in a simple form are our body reacting to foreign invaders that get into our system. Our body will release excess histamine and we will have allergic reactions. For a lot of people, that's swollen, itchy eyes, congestion. It feels really trapping because it feels like you're trapped in a cold for months on end with no relief besides taking medicine. So it's really uncomfortable and really frustrating. A lot of people it weakens their immune system, it can cause lung problems, it can cause really serious issues, and it's not something that should be taken lightly. So I hope that these tips are really going to help you overcome or at least reduce the symptoms that you have. The first one I want to share with you is the ginger shot. So I have had clients, and myself included, that have started doing this, and this is the only thing they've changed besides, eating a healthy diet, which I'm going to get into later, and their allergies that they had been on shots to help with their seasonal allergies have gone completely away. So it's a really amazing thing. And the components of this are green apple, which is really high in natural quercetin, which is, let me just look it up here so I don't. Basically what it does is it helps reduce the histamine, so it's like a natural antihistamine in your body. Same with ginger, is naturally anti-inflammatory and an antihistamine. So these ingredients together are a really good powerhouse to attack those histamines in your body and reduce the symptoms. Lemon is high in vitamin C, good for your immune system, has lots of antioxidants, and will help preserve the shot. So what you're gonna do is process all of these ingredients. You're gonna cut up the apple, keep the skin on the ginger, and peel the lemon, just the yellow part off, but keep the white pith around it because there's lots of goodies in there that you want. You're gonna process that through your juicer or blender and then strain it through a nut milk bag. You can make enough, what I like to do is make about 12 to 16 ounces at a time, and then drink 2 ounces per day, and it will last you about a week in the fridge. If you go over that, it will start to go off. It's even better to do about in 5-day stints. So you're gonna want to put, 3-4 apples, a big chunk of ginger like this, and 2-3 lemons, and you're good to go. The next trick I want to share with you is the neti pot. So this one really transformed my congestion issues because it helps to flush out your sinuses with saline water, and it makes such a difference. So during allergy season, especially if I am going to be in Saskatchewan, or I notice that I have any symptoms that are coming up, simply all you do is fill this little vessel with warm water, add a 1/4 teaspoon of this saline solution, which you can get pretty much at any drugstore nowadays or health food store. And you put the container in one nostril, tilt your head, and the water will go up through your sinuses and come out your other nostril, and it will clear out any pollen, debris, or snot that is lodged in your sinuses, and you'll be able to breathe freely after doing this. So you can do this a couple times a day with no issues. And it's not that uncomfortable. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't feel like you're like, you know, when you're swimming and you get water up your nose. It doesn't feel like that. It's, if you tilt your head at the proper angle, which is about like this, it will just come right through and be really relieving. You blow your nose afterwards and you're good to go. So that's the second method that I found super helpful to relieve seasonal allergies. The third one is a little more complicated, and it is liver support. So when you have allergies, your liver is going to be taxed. It's going to be trying to deal with all of the invaders in your body, and it can become quite tired and overwhelmed. So if you can support your liver and strengthen and tone your liver, you will definitely reduce allergy symptoms. So what I like to do is something called a castor oil pack. And I unfortunately don't have anything with me to show you, but I will post a link below with information on it. And it's simply a flannel piece of fabric soaked in castor oil, which is a vegetable oil. And you lay it on your liver, and then you put a heat pad over top, and you lay and just let the oil soak into your liver, into your body for half an hour to an hour, and then wipe it off and go to bed. I like to do it I did it a lot when I was healing my hormones, because it has multiple benefits. It strengthens your liver and helps cleanse and detox your liver. But I would do it in the evening times when I was on that healing regime and journey. And I would meditate or read a book and then go to bed afterwards, and I was so relaxed, and it was super beneficial. Another good thing to help detox and cleanse your body is Epsom salt and baking soda baths. So putting a cup of Epsom salt and a half a cup of baking soda, maybe a lavender essential oil, and soaking in the bathtub, that will also hugely help your allergy symptoms. And the awesome thing with all of these is A, there's no side effects. B, they help in various ways. So allergies are just one way that they're going to help, but they're holistic modalities that help heal your body on many layers and surfaces. So you're gonna get, your skin's gonna be clearer and brighter, you're gonna have more energy, and lots of times your bowels will work better, and overall you're just gonna be healthier by implementing these modalities versus the medications, which have a lot of nasty side effects and don't actually get to the root of the problem where you can heal your body. So that's my next tip. The next one I have is bowel cleansing or enemas. So this is something that's super important, because a lot of toxicity will get stuck in your colon, in your bowel, and if you're not properly eliminating, and even if you're having 2 or 3 healthy bowel movements a day, if you have seasonal allergies or other health issues going on, that's a good indication that your colon is still taxed and needs additional support. So by doing enemas or getting colonics, it's going to help pull out any toxins and nasties that are still accumulated in there that will get reabsorbed into your system if they're not eliminated. And that's the reason they're going to work. So if you have bad hormones or too much histamine, all that type of stuff that's getting dumped to your colon, it needs to be released, and doing enemas and colonics are going to help flush that out and speed up healing and reduce your symptoms. Again, none of these are to be scared of. They're super comfortable, and once you get educated and familiar with them, they're like second nature, a walk in the park, just like brushing your teeth. You can implement them into your self-care practice, and you're not going to have, you're going to just feel so much better for it. So the last tip that I want to share is dietary changes, which is definitely the most important. You have to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. So cutting things out, especially mucus forming food. So meat and dairy tend to build up mucus in the body. If you take dairy out of your diet, so yogurt, cheese, milk, anything like that, and substitute it with plant-based varieties, nut and seed milks, you can get transitional forms of those foods that are less mucus forming and less inflammatory, and you are going to do your body wonders, not only for allergies but for your overall health. So simply remove the mucus forming foods so your body can do its work and heal itself from the imbalance that's going on. And meat, chicken is very mucus forming and inflammatory, as well as pork and other varieties of meat. Cooked charred meats are very unhealthy for not only your circulatory system and your heart health, but just your overall health. So reducing those or cutting them out completely is going to hugely benefit your allergies. When I was a kid, I ate all those foods. I loved chicken and meat and milk and cheese and dairy, and I was on those medications, and I ate a very inflammatory diet. I was a really sick child. I had a really weak immune system, and anything that could go wrong with me did. So I have very good experience to say that making these shifts and swaps will change your life massively. So give them a try. I think I covered everything that I wanted to as far as allergies go. Give them a try. Let me know what you think. Start with one. You don't have to do them all. If this was overwhelming, pick one thing that kind of stood out to you, that felt the easiest or most realistic for you, and give it a try. You have to stick with it for at least a month to get the the noticeable results, but lots of people notice immediate relief. So by doing, for instance, the apple ginger shot, people will notice it right after taking it. Their allergy symptoms are gone. So it works well. You have to be consistent, and you have to be committed, and you have to be willing to, make those lifestyle changes to really benefit your health and live more vibrantly and feel better. So thank you for watching. Please share this video with any allergy sufferers that you know. I want to support you in feeling better at this time of year because it's so beautiful, and it's just getting better. But when you have to trap yourself in the house on medication because of all the pollen and things going on outside, it isn't fun. So thank you for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.